Hello, my name is Dr. Richard Horowitz, and I am the co-host of the free online Healing from Lyme Disease Summit, June 4th to the 10th, 2024. During our summit, you're going to learn about how to gather the tools to get your life back, as you hear from 40 to 50 of the world's experts in tick-borne diseases. I would like to share with you one of 18 success stories of people who will be interviewed during the Healing from Lyme Disease Summit who will highlight the safety and success of dapsone combination therapy and the power of addressing all of the abnormalities on the MSIDS map. As you will hear from Alys, the three Bs, Borrelia, Babesia, and Bartonella, along with immune deficiency, adrenal dysfunction, and POTS, had her bedridden and sick for years with severe fatigue, pain, inability to sleep, and severe cognitive difficulties with mood swings. Yet dapsone combination therapy has helped her in the past year more than any of the other treatments she did in the last 8 to 10 years, and she has now had massive improvement without significant relapses. Let's hear Alys' story about the safety and efficacy of dapsone combination therapy and power of addressing abnormalities on the 16-point MSIDS map.
My name is Alys, and I have had Lyme for about 9 years. And when I say Lyme, I guess I'm using it as a catch-all term for tick-borne disease because I also have Babesia, Bartonella, and Ehrlichiosis, and I feel like I'm probably forgetting some infections, but if you have it, I probably have it too. It took me 2 years to receive an accurate diagnosis of Lyme and tick-borne disease, so by the time that I finally found out what I had, it just had seeped into every muscle, tissue, spot in my body, and I was essentially bedridden. I have probably tried every treatment under the sun. If you name it, I have probably done it. And I also have POTS, I have specific antibody deficiency, I have adrenal dysfunction, a good cocktail of things that resulted in exhaustion, severe brain fog, word loss and word block, pain all over my body, in my muscles, in my joints, tremors, sleeplessness, restlessness, mood swings. I experienced a lot of different typical Lyme symptoms, but also neuro-Lyme and tick-borne disease symptoms. I found Dr. Horowitz about 2 years ago and have been doing dapsone therapy, both regular dapsone, double dapsone, and quad dapsone over the last year. And while I will say it's a tough protocol, I always like to tell patients it's not the hardest thing that I've ever done, not even close. So don't let the fear of herxing or not feeling well scare you because number one, I actually don't think that it's as bad as you will think it is. And number two, I like to say that I really think it's worth it to get your life back in the end. I also like to tell people that I really feel that dapsone has helped me more in the last year than any therapy I have done in the last 8 to 9 years combined. Dapsone is the first therapy for me where I really feel like it's had a lasting impact where I am able to complete the therapy, wait and see the results, and then not have this massive, backslide like I used to, where I would complete therapies and then ultimately, within a month or two be unwell again. And it's really helped all of my symptoms across the board. When I first started seeing Dr. H, I would say I was operating at about 50%, capacity, which was not good. And now I would say I'm closer to like 80 to 85%, which is a massive leap. And I have seen improvements in pretty much every symptom across the board now. Most days I'm able to get through the day pretty successfully and be a pretty high functioning individual. So that is my story. I cannot recommend dapsone therapy enough. I recommend that everyone try it and ask your practitioner about it. And I always here to be a resource for anyone who has questions. So thanks, Dr. H.
This success story, which highlights the safety and efficacy of dapsone combination therapy and addressing MSIDS variables, is one among many that you'll hear during the free online Healing from Lyme Disease Summit, June 4th to the 10th, 2024. You can learn more about these protocols in the MSIDS map in the journal Healthcare in 2018, in Precision Medicine Part 2, as well as my New York Times bestseller, Why Can't I Get Better? And national bestseller, How Can I Get Better? You can also read about all the recent improvements in the dapsone protocol to make it safer, more tolerable, and even more efficacious in treating Bartonella in our last publication, published in the journal Microorganisms in September 2023. This success story, which highlights the safety and efficacy of dapsone combination therapy and addressing MSIDS variables, is one among many that you'll hear during the free online Healing from Lyme Disease Summit, June 4th to the 10th, 2024. So please join me at our summit so you too can get the tools to get your life back, and I hope to see you there.